morning, Hojo staff, students, and families. Ya'ateh Bina. We're ready to do the pledge today and start our day. So everybody please stand. Reach up. Touch your head. If you have a hat or a hood, take it off. Take your right hand, place it over your heart. Face the flag. Bodies are still, standing respectfully, and we say the pledge together. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Okay, everyone. Today's March 30th, Monday. This would have been the day that our 6th grade was going to take their trip to Florida. So we will go one day, friends. We will go, but just not today, I'm afraid. So let's do our morning routine here with some music. Let's listen and see if you can remember what this is called and who composed it. Let's listen. I'm sure I'm hearing lots of people screaming out Star Wars, but what is the actual title of this composition? Do you remember? Did you say the Imperial March? That's right. But do you remember who the composer was? John Williams. Hopefully you remembered that one. Let's do one that we've just learned recently. Okay, friends, so I have 3 questions. First of all, what is the name of the opera that this song is from? The opera. The opera is Carmen. And who was the composer of this opera? Do you remember? French name? Bizet. Do you remember Bizet? And so this title is Habanera from the opera Carmen by Georges Bizet. Okay, so when you hear that, Carmen, the very first line of Carmen, of the Habanera, is L'amour est un oiseau rebelle. So when you hear it, you can hear the opera singer, Dame Joan Sutherland, she keeps singing l'amour, l'amour, right? That's a French word for love. And l'amour est un oiseau rebelle means love is a rebellious bird. What do you think about that? That love is a rebellious bird. Not the people we love or the things we love are rebellious. What does it mean to be a rebel? To be against something, to stand up against something, to be resisting control. And so love is a bird, a rebellious bird. So when you hear her singing L'amour, l'amour, hopefully we get them posted, all the music posted, so you can sing along with it. So let's see, for a poem today, our poem today is also about, see how the the composer of the opera was talking about love is a rebellious bird. They talk about nature. Sometimes that helps us see things in different perspectives, see things in different ways when we connect things to nature, and we get an image of something that we can't always understand fully, but we get an image of it in another way. And so today, from the Poems for First Graders, we have Written in March by William Wordsworth. He was a poet in England in the 1800s, and he's in the Romantic movement, which means they also looked at nature and revered nature. So many of you have learned about the Industrial Revolution and all the things that were going on at that time, but then people were really looking at nature with all these smokestacks and big machines, and people were feeling disconnected to that and wanted to get back to nature and looking at nature. And so, especially right now, Written in March, which is the month we're in, or almost out of, so let's see what William Wordsworth said about March in the 1800s, around 1850-ish. The cock is crowing, the stream is flowing, the small birds twitter, the lake doth glitter, the green field sleeps in the sun, the oldest and youngest are at work with the strongest, the cattle are grazing, their heads never raising, they are 40 feeding like one. Like an army defeated, the snow hath retreated, and now doth fare ill. On top of the bare hill, the plowboy is whooping, anon, anon. There's joy in the mountains, there's life in the fountains. Small clouds are sailing, blue sky prevailing. The rain is over and gone. So after a long winter, and we even had snow this week, talks about snow as being like an army defeated, the snow hath retreated. And so talking about how now it's spring and we've come through the winter. And we all know that we're in a tough time right now, having to stay home, and we're not able to go to school, and we're not able to do all the things we used to do. But one day this will pass too, and we will say, like an army defeated, the virus retreated, or something like that, so that we can say that we've overcome those things. And so looking at nature to help us get through those things, that things will pass. So for art, let me see if I can haul this over here without dropping it. What do we have here? We talked a lot about this one in lots of different ways. So do you remember what the title of this is? Maybe we see some of our founding fathers standing over a document over here. Document that we've been learning about. The Declaration of Independence, that's right. And the artist, John Trumbull, if you remember. So we've been studying the Declaration of Independence for a while and talking about it, but we're kind of out of practice a little bit. Hopefully that stays up. Okay. Nope. All right. So we've been talking about the Declaration of Independence. So let's talk about the first part of it again. And so we're going to redo it together, but we're not going to do the whole thing today. So the beginning is, when in the course of human events. Remember we talked about when things happen in history. This is something that's happening in the course of human events right now. The fact that school is closed when normally you would be here. So when in the course of human events, things happen, right? So when in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another. And so the first group of people we talked about were the colonies, right? Our colonies before we became a country. We were the colonies. And which country were we colonies of? Did you say Great Britain or England? England. So we were colonies, British colonies. And we were going to break away from Great Britain and be our own nation and be a separate country, but equal to them. So we were going to break away and say separate but equal. And we were going to get our right to do this from the laws of nature and of nature's God. Again, we're talking about nature, right? Nature and how that kind of rules our world and how we're all connected in that way. So let's say that again from just that first section. Let's say it together. Are you ready? When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. Right? We're going to get back into practice. Ariani's having a birthday today. Happy birthday, Ariani. Remember, you can still come and get breakfast Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 12:30. And our readathon is still going on. You can still earn your prizes that we have here, the cinch bag, and other things will be coming up. Now that we know that school is actually going to be closed until next year, we will be coming up with some prize lists and be awarding those prizes and telling you who has won those prizes. And you can always come and get some books if you're running low on reading material. And here, the 5th grade book, Red Berries, White Clouds, Blue Sky, Red, White, and Blue. I wonder what that's about. And then we have book 2, Survival Island. So if you haven't read that series yet, that's a pretty popular series. So right now, our leaders are, and we've had a little bit of a change. So congratulations to Miss Marshall's class, which has stepped into 4th place. Good job, 1st graders. And in 3rd place is the other 1st grade class, is Miss Arnold's class. 2nd place is still Miss Wilson. 1st place is still Miss Stefke's class in 6th grade. 4th place, still Kelly in 6th grade. 3rd place, still Harshit. 2nd place, still Quinton. And 1st place, still Cabron King. Can anyone catch the king? I'm not sure. So this week we will be sending out some more information to parents regarding the closure and what we're going to do as far as learning materials and what things are going to be happening as far as instructional time, academics to get us through this next quarter. So you'll be receiving some information via email about that. So everyone, remember to stay home, stay healthy by washing your hands and keeping your hands away from your face. Maybe today something you could do is make a card or write a letter to somebody who is a nurse or a doctor or a policeman or a paramedic, a ambulance driver, somebody maybe you know, a family member, to give them some encouragement because they have a long road ahead of them and we want to give them all the encouragement that will help make their job easier. So that's all we have for announcements today, so let's do our student pledge together. I will do the good, I will learn the true, I will love the beautiful, and I hope you have a great day today.